Hello, welcome to our candle making tips and tricks, and we're gonna just do the most basic container candle that you can possibly do. So the first thing you're gonna do is grab your wick, and we're gonna measure it to whichever jar you're gonna be making it in. So for example, I would take it to this little jar, make sure it's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches longer than the top of the jar. You're gonna cut the bottom of the wick. And then if you have other jars that are the exact same size, you could use that first wick to measure out your other wicks that you're going to be doing. And just make as many as you need to. If you're doing a different size, like a bigger size jar, just grab your bigger size jar. Do the same thing. Obviously this wick's going to be a lot longer. And a lot of times I'll just put it inside the jar that it's cut for, and then put it aside until I'm ready to make our wick clip, which I'm going to do next. The wick clip has two sides, one's flat and one's pointy. So we have this little pointy part. I like to push the wick through the flat side, out through the pointy side. You want it to be flush to the bottom, but don't pull it all the way out. Then you're gonna grab your pliers and squeeze the tip of your wick clip. Just the tip. You don't wanna go too far down or it could bend the wick clip. And give it a good squeeze, like really just squeeze it down. And then you should be able to tug lightly, not too hard, and it shouldn't come out. So once you have that done, you're gonna apply your glue dot. Just take your glue dot off the paper, take off the backing, which is the part that has writing on it. Doesn't really matter if either side comes off, that happens to me sometimes. And then stick it to the bottom of the wick clip like that. And now you have your prepared wick ready to go in your jar. Then when you're ready to place it, you're going to take off the backing of the glue dot. See, this one's kind of sticky. And then you're going to press it right into the center. It doesn't have to be exact, but as close as you can get of the jar. And this one's short enough that I could use my fingers and really firmly press it down to the center of the jar. But I'll put everything in the video description, everything that you're going to need. And then you just center your wick in that little hole. And then this one's ready to get wax in. This kind of thing might happen at the top where hopefully you can see there's like a little hole in there. And when I first started making them, this wasn't very easy to research, and I didn't see a lot about it. So I kind of had to figure it out on my own, but I did see a couple of good videos, but I just want to talk about it really quick. This is easy to fix. You can with a blow dryer or a heat gun. So I'm going to use a heat gun to do this. And basically you're going to take your, something like a shish kebab skewer, and just poke into the top of the candle. I like to do at least 3 holes. And then once you have those 3 holes, you're just going to heat the top of the wax. So hopefully all of those little tips were helpful. If you have any other questions, you can ask in the comments. And I found this was one of my biggest issues, the sinkhole thing, doing candles at home on my own. So hopefully that helped you figure out what was going on, or when you go for it the first time, you don't run into that issue and waste a candle. Thanks for watching, and have fun candle making. Bye!